Well, don't fear tomorrow. Take it day at a time. Just take it day at a time. And if you know the Lord, He's going to direct your steps. As you know, you express the right answers. You're doing right. And that you find the promises. You know He doesn't lie. You stay with Him. And then day by day, it will unfold. It will unfold God's plan for you. The opportunity will come, whatever. But even if you have to walk out this door, and with no opportunity in sight, you have to stay in faith that God directs your steps. My steps are ordered by Him. He delights in my way. You have to have that in your heart and in your mouth instead of saying, what am I going to do now? Oh, no, I'm in trouble. I don't know where to go. What's going to happen? Well, those are natural man's thoughts. But you're not natural anymore. You are supernatural. You know, you hear people say, I'm just human. I have these problems, I'm just human. No, you're not. The world is just human, but you have God inside of you. What's that make you? Supernatural. Superhuman. You're like a Superman, you know? And I say that because I want you to get the picture. You're not normal anymore. You used to be normal out there, what the world considers normal. Now you're to the next level. You have God in you, which makes you greater than those in the world. I'm not talking about being greater in name or prideful and greater. I'm talking about the greater one lives within us. Greater is He that's in me than he that's in the world system. That's good. That's a good example. What else? What's another thing? You have to exercise your faith in living in here. I mean, we're talking about where the rubber meets the road. We're not just talking about, you know, faith to do big crusades, faith to do healings, those kind of things. We're talking about reality. You live from day to day in here. What do you have to use your faith for? How can you practice it? Yeah.
Well, this morning I had gotten into a little scuffle with one of the guys here, and I was really mad, and I was yelling, and I was done, you know, just with the way things were going here, and you know, I was fed up with my position that I got placed here, and you know, just where I was, and you know, I just told God, you know, I know you're here somewhere, and I know you're doing something, but you know, I just cried out to Him, and I told Him, you know, I'm done. I can't deal with this position anymore, and I just wanted to start over. You know, I was done.
Yeah.
And you know, it was weird because I opened up to my devotional today, and the very first thing that it said was, "Whatever you do, don't give up." And
isn't that great how God talks to us?
Yeah, and you know, it says, well, whatever you're going through, whatever your circumstances and everything, you know, just don't give up. And you know, I just hit the floor, you know, and I said, I knew you were here, you know, and you know, I have faith in God, and I know He's here, you know, and it's been such a dry point, and things have just been so terrible,
yeah,
you know, for me personally, and you know, I just have, you know, how it says just to press through, you know, you got to trudge through, no matter how hard it gets, no matter how dry it is.
That's right.
You know,
that's right.
And that's just living by faith, you know, not feeling, you know, and knowing God's there, you know, God tosses you away a little bit, you know, lets that leash go a little bit, and then you're wandering around blind out there, you know,
right,
not knowing that God's around, and then you just get to that point where He's right in front of you. You know?
Praise God.
And you know, I was
great
just
testimony.
real thankful for
great testimony. So what you're saying is that you had to exercise your faith on a couple of different things in that, if I'm hearing you correctly. One of them is discouragement, sounds like.
Yeah.
Another one was anger, sounds like. Another one was that you're wondering, where are you in all this? So patience or impatience. There's several things involved there. And you see, take note of this, guy. Satan doesn't come with just one little thing that's obvious. He's going to attack you. He doesn't play fair. He's going to attack you with many problems at once. Boom, 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 boom. Because he's going to give you a battery of those things trying to knock your feet out from under you. to where when you go, you just give up and go down. But in the midst of that, God gave him that word, whatever you do, don't quit. I love it. God is so good and so faithful, he never leaves us or forsakes us, does he? He's right there, if we'll just listen. But now, also I want to say in regard to that, you have to use your faith because we go through seasons in our lives. Okay? Seasons. Now, especially, I'm not in this program, but I just from knowing you guys for years and years in the program and how Pastor Wendell does it, it's a great thing. I'm 100% for it. But I do understand that some of the pressures involved with it, and that is when you're with each other so much, day and night, and you're getting the word so much hammered at you, you know, morning, noon, and night, that you're going to go through some seasons. Even though you're sitting here hearing the word, your mind can be a million miles away. Easy to do that. Even though you're praying in the morning, the devil still interjects thoughts to you. Even though you're reading your word and you're actually literally reading the words and you're going through chapters, but your mind's still out in left field, you don't know anything you read there. It's very easy to go through those times. And when you find yourself, these are seasons we go through where we have to walk by faith with no feeling whatsoever and just keep on doing what we know to do is right. Okay? In other words, we don't waver because there's no feeling of God, no feeling, whoa, the power of God. Sometimes I don't feel that at all. Sometimes in church I don't feel it. Sometimes I don't feel like going up and preaching in church on Sunday morning. I can tell you numerous occasions that I've been battling some kind of a sickness or something, and I don't feel like going in to preach, but you know what? God said I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I know what to do, and so I just do it by choice, not by feeling. And I haven't always done that, but I have learned to do that. And life is in seasons. Just like the weather out here, you have summer, winter, fall, and spring, right? 4 seasons. And the weathers and things change. Not so much down here, they don't change so much down here, but like in Alabama or further up north, then you have definite 4 seasons. Well, in your life, you're going to find there'll be seasons. And so, just because one season is at a time that you're having difficulty doesn't mean there's not another season coming. So what I'm saying is don't give up, don't quit. You did the right thing. Stay with the Lord, stay with the Word. And that's a great testimony. That's real good. So what we're saying here, to know God, is we got to practice the Word, which tells us, instructs us about God, until we see the words of this page become alive in our life, become reality in our life. Right now I see death, doom, and destruction in a lot of places. But the Word is telling me I can have life. Well, I've got to get this more real than the death, doom, and destruction. And it's not going to be by feeling. It's not going to be by seeing it first. It's going to be God's way. What does it mean to you to live by faith and not by sight? What does that mean? How do I live by faith and not by sight? What's it mean? Anybody got a comment on it? What?
Things that you don't see.
Yeah, I mean, it's that you can't see it, right? Well,
just like before God created everything, He didn't see it. He didn't see it with His own eyes, but He created it, even though it wasn't there.
That's right.
Let's say that's red, and it becomes red.
Right.
Not that it was.
Right.
It is now.
Right. Well, it's good to sit down and just think about this sometime, because we are so accustomed to living by what we see or feel, because that's the way we've grown up. Before we knew God, that's